unlikable. I'm just sorry. She's just out of college. She's 22, 23. She can barely hit late. Standing point that Angel Reese is the one that is going to hurt people's pocketbooks while Caitlyn Clark is filling up people's pockets. She's getting paid $74,000 for the WNBA. She's got, I'm sure, endorsement deals into the seven figures. So that's why she's laughing about this. I'm like, she's bragging how much money she makes and she doesn't need her WNBA salary. And I live in an $8,000 a month.
You won't believe what just happened in the WNBA. Angel Reese, the college superstar we all thought would dominate, is struggling big time. Her flashy moves aren't working, and her bank account is feeling the heat.
She's mimicking, she's mocking working class people. I got out of college, Steve, at 23, and I made $5 an hour at the Bloomington.
Imagine going from being the queen of college basketball to barely making ends meet. That's Reese's reality right now. She's trying to keep up her image, but her rookie salary is hitting her hard. It's a wild ride, and we're going to break it all down for you.
Unlikable. I'm just sorry. She's just out of college. She's 22.
Remember when Angel Reese was the unstoppable force in college basketball? She was the queen of LSU, leading her team to victory and basking in the spotlight.
74? I don't even know what the salary is. Does it? Let me see. You don't even... Yo! I'm living beyond my means!
Fans couldn't get enough of her dominant plays and fierce attitude on the court. It seemed like nothing could slow her down. But now, Reese is facing a whole new ball game in the WNBA. Things aren't exactly going according to plan. Her transition from college superstar to pro rookie has been rocky, to say the least. Let's break it down. First off, her shooting percentage has taken a nosedive. We're talking a jaw-dropping 37% from the field. For a post player like Reese, that's shockingly low. It's like watching a sharpshooter suddenly forget how to aim. What's going on here? Well, Jason Whitlock's got some pretty harsh words about Reese's game. He's not pulling any punches, calling her unskilled and overrated. Ouch. That's got a sting for someone who was on top of the world just a few months ago. But here's where it gets interesting. Despite her shooting woes, Reese is still making waves in other areas of her game. She's grabbing rebounds like her life depends on it. In fact, she's averaging a double-double in her rookie year, ranking 4th in the league in rebounding. That's no small feat for a newcomer. So what's the real story here? Is Reese struggling or just adjusting? The truth is, it's probably a bit of both. Her coach has pointed out that the jump from college to the WNBA is no joke. The game is faster, the players are stronger, and the competition is on a whole other level. It's like going from driving a sports car to piloting a fighter jet. There's bound to be a learning curve. Let's not forget about the pressure. Reese went from being the big fish in a college pond to swimming with the sharks in the pros. Every move she makes is under scrutiny, both on and off the court. Whitlock's even taking shots at her off-court persona, saying she puts her butt on display everywhere she goes. Talk about harsh. With all this talk about Reese's struggles, you'd think being a WNBA rookie was impossible. Enter Caitlyn Clark. She's not just surviving, she's thriving. What's her secret sauce? And is it leaving a bitter taste for other newcomers? Clark's transition to the WNBA has been smoother than a freshly waxed court. She's out there making plays like she's been in the league for years. But here's the kicker. Her shooting percentage isn't that much better than Reese's. So why is everyone going crazy over Clark? It's all about the assists, baby. Clark is dishing out dimes like she's got an unlimited supply. We're talking an average of 9.1 assists per game. That's not just good, that's jaw-dropping for a rookie. She's creating opportunities for her teammates left and right and is making everyone around her look good. And you know what? The fans are eating it up. Clark's games are selling out faster than tickets to a Taylor Swift concert. Her jersey is flying off the shelves. It's like everyone wants a piece of the Clark magic. Even Jason Whitlock, who's been pretty harsh on Reese, can't stop singing Clark's praise. He's calling her the real deal, saying she's got the skills to back up the hype. When Whitlock's impressed, you know something special is happening. But let's talk about the pressure for a sec. Clark's success isn't just making waves, it's creating a tsunami. Every other rookie is being measured against her now. Imagine trying to find your footing in the pros while everyone's asking, why can't you be more like Clark? And get this, Clark's already among the top players in early WNBA All-Star game voting. As a rookie, that's like showing up to your first day of high school and immediately being voted prom queen. It's unheard of. Clark's fairy tale start is great for her, but not everyone's thrilled. There's tension brewing, and it's got a familiar face, Angel Reese. Their rivalry from college, it didn't stay on campus. Now it's taking center stage in the WNBA, and you won't believe how it's shaking things up. Let's rewind a bit. Remember that intense championship game between LSU and Iowa? That's where this whole Reese versus Clark saga really kicked off. We saw Reese's fierce competitiveness clash with Clark's cool demeanor, and it was electric. Now, they're both in the WNBA, but their paths couldn't be more different. Clark's lighting up the league while Reese is still finding her footing. And you know what? That's adding fuel to an already blazing fire. Jason Whitlock's not holding back, saying Reese straight up hates Clark. That's a strong word, right? But is it true? Or is this just another case of the media stirring the pot? Here's the thing. Reese and Clark are like oil and water on the court. Clark's all about finesse, making those sweet passes, sinking those long-range shots. Reese, she's pure power. She's in there fighting for rebounds, muscling her way to the basket. It's like watching a ballerina go up against a bulldozer. The media's loving every second of this. Whenever these two are set to face off, it's like the Super Bowl of women's basketball. Every move, every look, every post-game comment gets analyzed to death. It's bringing eyes to the WNBA, sure, but at what cost? Reese herself has said it all started from the national championship game. People are talking about women's basketball that you never would think be talking about women's basketball. She's not wrong. This rivalry's got people buzzing about the WNBA who probably couldn't name a single team before. But here's where it gets messy. That recent game where Reese fouled Clark, it blew up. Whitlock called Reese delusional for not accepting the foul call. He's saying she's playing the victim. Is that fair? Or is this just adding more drama to an already intense situation? The drama on the court is nothing compared to what's happening off it. You think fouls and trash talk are intense? Wait until you hear about the financial game these rookies are playing. Who's winning, who's losing, and why does it matter so much for the WNBA's future? Let's talk about what's really going down beyond the basketball court. Reese and Clark aren't just battling it out on the hardwood, they're in a whole different league when it comes to building their brand. But here's the kicker. While Clark's star is rising, Reese is struggling to keep her head above water. Remember when Reese was the queen of college basketball? She was unstoppable, unbeatable, and everyone wanted a piece of her. Now, she's facing a harsh reality check. Her WNBA salary, it's a far cry from those sweet NIL deals she was raking in at LSU. We're talking about going from potentially millions to just over $70,000 a year. That's gotta sting. And you know what's even crazier? Reese isn't keeping quiet about it. She's been vocal about her disappointment with her WNBA paycheck. But here's the thing, complaining about your salary when you're just starting out, that's not exactly winning her any fans. It's like showing up to your first day at work and asking for a raise before you've even done anything. Meanwhile, Clark's out here living her best life. She's not just impressing on the court, she's raking in endorsements left and right. People can't get enough of her. She's got that golden girl image, and sponsors are lining up to get a piece of the action. It's like watching one rookie get the red carpet treatment while the others stuck in the nosebleed seats. But hold up, is this fair? Jason Whitlock's got some thoughts. He's saying Reese is playing the victim card. He's not holding back, calling her out for what he sees as a bad attitude. But is he right, or is there more to this story? Here's the thing, the pressure's on for both players, but in totally different ways. Clark's got the weight of expectation. Everyone's waiting for her to slip up to prove she's not as good as everyone thinks. Reese, she's fighting an upside battle, trying to prove she's not a bust, that she belongs in this league. So what does all this mean for the WNBA? It's like watching a high-stakes poker game. On one side, you've got Clark raising the bar and bringing in new fans. On the other, there's Reese struggling to find her footing, but still grabbing those rebounds. The league's at a crossroads, and these rookies are right in the middle of it all. So what's the deal with Reese and Clark? Their stories are like a crazy roller coaster ride in the WNBA. One minute you're on top, the next you're struggling to keep up. It's not just about how well you play anymore. It's about your image, your bank account, and how you handle the pressure. The WNBA is changing fast, and these rookies are right in the middle of it all. More eyes on the league means more money, more fans, but also more drama. Is all this attention good for women's basketball, or is it turning into a reality show with a ball? What do you think? Is the WNBA heading in the right direction, or is it getting lost in all the hype?